Welcome to the first part of this training series. So in this part of the training, I'm going to be showing you how to get a domain. Now, these are not going to be any old domain. These are going to be very special domains. In fact, these are going to be high authority domains with amazing SEO metrics. Meaning, when you use these type of domains, you're going to get ranked a lot faster, you're going to get ranked a lot easier, but more importantly, you're going to get ranked a lot higher in Google. So these are really incredibly powerful domains, and there's people out there who are selling these type of domains for hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, even tens of thousands of dollars. But I'm going to show you how to find these type of domains using free methods. Now, when I say this, I really mean this from the bottom of my heart, and that is, this is probably the most important part of this entire training series. So you really need to get this right, and the reason for that is that if you get the right domain, which I'm going to show you how in this part of the training, you're going to slash the time to get results by 6 to 12 months. And that's because Google doesn't trust standard domains. You have to build up trust over time, which obviously takes months, even years. But these type of domains that I'm going to show you how to find in this part of the training, Google will instantly trust these domains. And that's why instead of waiting months and months to get ranked, you're going to get ranked in weeks, maybe even days, depending on the type of domain that you get. So anyway, this is how to find high authority domains with great SEO metrics that's going to get you amazing rankings in Google. The first thing that you need to do is to head to a website called expireddomains.net. Now, all you have to do is just Google expired domains and it should appear right at the top of the search results. And what you do then is to simply click on there. Now, the first thing that you need to do once you're expireddomains.net is to simply create a free account. And once you've done that, we just need to set up a few things. So what we do then is to click on the column manager, and the only one that I recommend that you have activated is the Majestic General. So I'll give that one a click, and I will tick on the following three: Majestic Citation Flow, Majestic Trust Flow, and Majestic Trust Ratio. Once you've done that, just go down and click on Save Changes. Then what we want to do is to go to the deleted domains, and this is where we're going to see all the domains. And just to further filter down the domains so we can find exactly the type of domains that we want, we need to use the additional show filter section. So go down to show filter, and the first thing that I recommend that you do is to go down here and make sure that you click on only available domains. So give that a good old click, and what this does, it basically removes all the domains that are already purchased, already ordered, and we're just left with the domains that are ready to purchase right now. Then the second thing that I recommend that you do is to click on additional, and this is completely optional, but me personally, I like to go for domains that have a .com, .net, .org, .biz, or .info. But like I said, this is entirely optional, and you can go for all of them, or more of them, or less of them, or whichever ones you want to filter down your searches for. Then what we want to do is to go to the Majestics tab, and the only thing that I recommend that you do here is to go down to the Trust Flow section and put in 10. And what this is going to do is going to remove all the domains that have none to really low SEO metrics, because we don't want to be filtering through all them. So put that to 10, and then what you want to do is click on add filter. And this is going to give us all the domains that are going to tick all our boxes with all the criteria that we set up, and they should have decent to amazing SEO metrics. So what we do now is to go down to the clipboard here, give that a click, and what I recommend that you do is to open up two notepads. So I'm going to use this one here, and I'm going to paste in the 25 domains. When we clicked on there, we copied it, and it's pasted all them into the notepad like so. So what I recommend that you do is to go and do a search for bulk domain authority checker, because we're going to be checking the authority ratings of these domains. Now, if you just want to use the website that I'm using, it's called prepostseo.com. But there's a gazillion of these bulk domain authority checkers on Google, and you can just Google one and find one in no time whatsoever. Now, the only problem with this particular part of the training is that you can only do 5 at any one time. Now, if you find one that allows you to check the authority ratings of domains more than 5 at any one time, then let me know in the comment section. I would love to hear about it. Anyway, so what we do, we go back to the notepad that we've collected the 25 domains from this page of results here, and we just grab the first 5. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I would copy them and then go to the bulk domain authority checker and paste it in like so, and then click on check authority. So what we want to do here is to get all the domains that are getting a domain authority rating of 20 or better. So as we look at this list here, we're getting no domains here that have no authority ratings of 20 or better. And just in case if you don't know, that's DA, domain authority. We're ignoring page authority, Moz rank and spam rank. We're not bothered about any of that stuff. So we've got no domains that are hitting 20 domain authority or better. So what we would do then is go and do the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I would copy them again, paste it in like so, and click on check authority. So we've got none there that are hitting 20. So we move down to the next one, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just close that, go back up here, paste it in like so. And there's none there with a domain authority 20. But keep going through and you're going to find loads of domains that do have a domain authority rating of 20. Obviously, the higher the domain authority rating, the more valuable it will be to you, because the higher the domain authority rating, the easier it's going to rank, the quicker it's going to rank, and the higher it's going to rank. And it's going to be cheaper to rank because you don't even have to send any backlinks, or sometimes you may have to, but it'll cost you a lot less in sending backlinks compared to a domain that has little to no domain authority ratings. So once you do come across a domain that has a domain authority rating of 20 or better, what you would do, for example, you would grab the domain like so and go to the other notepad, paste it in there, put a dash, and then put the domain authority rating. So for example, say if the domain authority rating of this particular domain was 23, I just put in 23 like so. And then I would carry on. And what I would do then, I would grab the next 5 and test them and just work through this entire list. Once I've done that, then I would go back here and move to the next page. I would copy it again, paste it in over the old list, and rinse and repeat. So what I want you to do, I want you to spend some time doing this, and once you've built up a nice list of plenty of domains that are hitting a domain authority 20 or better, then I will see you in the next part of the training. So you should have a list of domains that have a domain authority rating of 20 or higher. Now, after I shot the last video, I just quickly went through and found some domains that have a domain authority 20 or better. So as you can see, I've got some here. Obviously, your list is going to be a lot bigger than mine. This is just all examples. So basically, I've got 4 here. Now, the first thing that you need to keep in mind is that your domain name itself needs to relate to the market that you're going into, or that the domain name itself is so vague it can relate to any market whatsoever. So for example, say if I'm going into the dog training niche, the first domain is wallpapersequencer.com, which has got a domain authority of 22, and that would have nothing to do with dog training whatsoever. But as you can see, I've got one here which is queensc.net, and that's got a domain authority of 20. Now that name is so vague it could relate to any market, so I could use that as a candidate. The other one is roadless.net, which has got a domain authority 21, and then there's sunsafe.org, and I guess you could use that in any market whatsoever. So you just got to keep that in mind, that obviously you want a domain name that's either closely related to your market or it's so vague it can relate to any market whatsoever. So say for example I wanted to go with sunsafe.org, which has a domain authority 23, which is the highest out of this small selection of domains. So what I need to do next is to just look into the history of this domain to make sure it wasn't spammed or anything like that, because that's going to greatly diminish the SEO impact of that domain ranking in future and things like that. So how do we check the history? Well, we use the Wayback Machine. So what you want to do is do a search for Wayback Machine, and it should turn up right at the top of the search results. Give that a good old click, and what Wayback Machine does, it allows you to look back at the website's history. It's really interesting actually, because you can use this on absolutely any website that you want, and you can have a look at what it was, where it's been, how it used to be presented and things like that. So say for example I wanted to go with sunsafe.org, so what I would do, I would just simply paste that in there like so, click on browse history, and Wayback Machine will go back and scrape all the screenshots that it's taken of this domain throughout the years. And I should imagine, with it being a domain authority 23, it's probably quite an old website. So as you can see, it first indexed it in 2010. So what you can do, you just click on 2010, and I can have a look at the website here. So I'm just going to open it up and see what it looks like at this point in time in 2010. So it wasn't really anything. What we're looking for, by the way, is to make sure that the website doesn't have anything spammy and abused or anything like that, because like I said, if it was, it's going to greatly diminish the SEO value, and it's going to be harder to rank, it's going to take longer to rank, and it's not going to rank as high. So we want to go to 2011, and let's see the times that it was indexed. Now when you see a green one, that means that it was set up as a redirect, which it tells you here. Green indicates a redirect, which could be a concern, because if it redirects to a spammy website, once again that's going to negatively affect the SEO benefits of this domain. So we can just have a quick look here, open it up in a little pop-up and see what Wayback Machine brings up. So as you can see, it's literally about sunscreen protection in the sun. Now I will say this, if you're looking at the website and the website has nothing to do with your niche and or the market that you're going into, it doesn't matter. So say if I'm going into the dog training market and I come across a website that is all about weight loss, which are two completely different unrelated markets, and it's all the contents about weight loss and all the backlinks that are pointing to that domain are all from weight loss websites, it doesn't matter, because all what matters is that the domain has a high domain authority and it's going to rank. I've took loads of domains that was in unrelated markets and it has no negative effect whatsoever. So it doesn't matter if the website has been in an unrelated market to yours. So just keep that in mind. So if you're thinking, you're looking at a domain and you think, oh, this has got nothing to do with the market I'm going in, don't worry about it. It's not going to negatively affect you at all. So as we can see here, it didn't redirect, because if we look up here, it's still using the same website. And then we can look at this one here, and as you can see, Yes, it's checking out, it's all staying on the same topic, it's not being used or abused or anything like that. You don't need to check every one of these. You can just check one or two a year or something like that. So we can skip to, say, 2016, have a look here, as Wayback Machine indexed it lots of times, so we'll just check there. It's still all about SunSafe. There's a redirect here, let's just see. So as you can see, everything's checking out for this, and I could use this domain for another market that's unrelated to sunscreen and sun protection. I could use this in dog training, I could use this in weight loss, bodybuilding, whatever. So what I want you to do is to go through the selection of domains and find which ones you want to use for your market. And like I said, the content and the backlinks pointing to the website is irrelevant. It doesn't matter about that. Like I said, I've used domains that have been in completely different markets, and then I've took them and put them in different niches, and there's been no drawbacks, no negative SEO. And then have a look at the history and make sure that it hasn't been used or abused in really spammy situations. Okay, so once you've done that, I'll see you in the next part of the video.
Hey guys, it's James here, and a massive thank you for watching this part of the training. Now, if you've got any questions about what was taught in this particular part of the method, then please leave a question down below and I will get back to you personally and answer your question for you. I'm always here to help, because I want to help you get the results that you're after. Now, if you enjoyed the video, I would super appreciate it if you hit the like button. Plus, if you want to be notified when I'm posting on this YouTube channel, my future training, then hit subscribe and give that bell a good old ding as well. Now, if you're ready for the next part of the training, there should be a thumbnail that will magically appear somewhere. Give that a good old click and you'll be instantly redirected to the next part of the free training in this series. Now, if that's not there for whatever reason, then don't worry, I've got your back covered. I've got some more free training in the description box, and it's basically a method on how to make money online using free methods, and it's 100% free to access. But that said, I would recommend to go through this series first, and once you've completed this series of training, then I would go and check out this other free course that I've got for you. That said and done, whichever path you choose, I'll see you in the next part of the training. See you there.